I am Shayan S, and 10th grade student studying in Srimati Sundravalli Memorial School in Chennai. I would like you to present a small topic, an interesting question in the topic of science. Now let us start. So guys, why does our stomach grumble? Have you wondered? Most of you would answer it to be related to hunger, right? It's absolutely right. But there is more to it. Now let us work to the origination of the word grumble. It is obviously a Greek word, boric me. It seems very difficult to pronounce as well as understand and memorize. But there's a mnemonic for you guys to pronounce it and memorize it easily. B-O-R-E, B-O-R-E, why? G-I-B-E-M-I. Bore, why give me? And here the underlined word signifies the alphabets in the correct sequence of the word. That is B-O-R, B-O-R-Y, G-M-I. Boric me. It seems simpler to memorize now, right? So, now let us look into the further topic, right? So, why does our stomach grumble? It is actually not the stomach which grumbles. It is actually the small intestines which grumble. So, now we can easily note that the question in itself is wrong. The stomach grumbles and the small intestines which have gastrointestinal tracts in it. Gastrointestinal tracts are nothing but a hollow tube extending from the oral cavity, that is the mouth, to anus. This is the diagram of the small intestine, which is magnified 10 times to form the gastrointestinal tracts. These are the small, smooth muscles which are found in the walls of the gastrointestinal tracts, which help in the process of peristalsis. You guys would often note and listen to these words, right? Peristalsis is nothing but a rhythmic contraction, relaxation of muscles in intestines in a wave-like formation. Thus, the peristalsis movement pushes away air, fluids and obviously food particles down from our mouth, away from it, through the anus. Now, let us look at it. Causes at few inches at a time. The causes are nothing but undigested food, indigested food which we often get due to our culture, that is Indian culture, which has a wide variety of flavors, spices, masalas in our cuisine, right? So, food particles or food rich in carbohydrates, high fiber content, proteins and etc. often cause the grumbling noise which we hear. It can also be related to hunger, as I said before, because hunger, whenever an individual feels hungry, the brain senses it quickly because our body biological mechanism is so wonderful. Thus the brain orders the smooth muscles of the gastrointestinal tracts to start vibrating due to the peristalsis movement, which is observed in a wave-like formation. Thus pushing away all the food particles, remains of food particles, to receive the next set of food particles which we obviously will eat after we feel hungry. And it is not only that when we feel hungry do we eat or we listen to the grumbling noise. It is also when we swallow air through our mouth, when we eat, drink or even while we talk, which results in the brain getting tricked into thinking the air to be a food particle. Obviously it would be because the air enters to the same pathway as the food particles do, that is the oral cavity mouth. Thus the brain sends a signal to the small intestine into which the gastrointestinal tracts are formed, thus vibrating and providing some movements which push away the air, which we know is, but the brain thinking it as a food particle pushes away through the anus few inches at a time. The answer to this question is a lot more simpler to understand and as well as answer. So guys, I would also request you to share this answer to your friends and like-minded individuals who, like you, wonder and ponder about answer to such questions which involve lot of thinking but is simpler. Because to learn with Shayan and to consider tough is now boorish.